Hello, everybody. Welcome to Seasonal Anime Reviews, where we talk about episodes of anime that come out seasonally. Today, we are talking about Kaya-chan Isn't Scary, an anime that I was actually quite interested about on how they were gonna explore the premise of this little kindergartner being a psychic and being able to see monsters, but nobody else couldn't. And honestly, I kind of like the direction that they're going with it. Because the first episode, obviously the big setup, they basically had it where I thought they were going to play it more tongue in cheek, like don't be like play it a little bit more funny, where Kaya was going to be this girl who can like see ghosts and she would be considered weird, but like, it would be somewhat like the monster of the day type stuff, right? Where it's like, oh, she just sees different monsters, they deal with it in different ways, yada yada yada. They put a lot more thought into this story than I thought it would, because Kaya herself, obviously, she can see the monsters. She's like one of the only people that can. But there are people around her that are slowly starting to believe her. But for a lot of her very young life, she's been able to see these ghosts. But a lot of people, either don't believe her or mock her for it or be like, Kaya, you can't blame ghosts for every time you do something bad. And it is kind of one of those definitely like kid things. You tend to start not as much as we like to make fun of like kids and stuff like that, right? Like, fuck them kids and all that shit. Kids aren't like that fucking dumb, right? Like, obviously they're still dumb, but kids can pick up on like little cues. And at the very least, if they notice that like they're getting a negative reaction every time they do something, they're gonna stop doing that thing, because hey, kids don't like negativity. So it's like, yeah, they're gonna stop the negative thing. So it is interesting seeing Kaya being in a position where like she is trying to actually like take care of these ghosts, to get rid of these ghosts, and there are people who either don't believe her or make fun of her for it, make fun of the fact that she thinks that she's seeing ghosts, and it makes her like go into herself, make her like feel like a bit more like recluse, which makes sense. Like a kid who gets bullied enough about something is gonna stop doing that thing, and it's not really good. But they do lean more into the idea of like people slowly believing her, and you see that like it has a good positive effect on her, which I do enjoy very much. And then the other aspect you have is, again, I thought this was gonna be a whole monster of the week type story, and it seems like we're still getting some of that, but there does seem to be somewhat of a final boss of sorts, where Kaya's mother is, very gravely sick, but it's because there is something that's possessing her that even she can't handle. So there seems to actually be an end goal of like, oh, I see. So I assume Kaya will fight stronger and stronger monsters, and then eventually, hopefully, we'll have enough power and possibly some help to actually deal with whatever is bothering her mother. I also do always love these stories where there is like the kid who knows like a lot about the specific, like a specific thing, but they still are very naive when it comes to the world, and I like the way that they play it up here, where Kaya in, I think it was episode 2. No, yeah, it was definitely episode 2, where Kaya is going to save a friend who's like getting taken away by like their mom, but it's not their mom, it's like a weird ghost. But Kaya can't sense that. She's obviously strong enough to like get rid of the ghost, but she's still not strong enough to detect whatever this ghost is like really doing or how it's disguising as, to the point where Kaya ends up falling for it herself, because then she goes with her dad, who's not her dad, and then she realizes it, but then it's her mom, and then that plays into the love strings of like, Kaya obviously loves her parents a lot. Like, you see it in episodes every morning. She's saying bye to her mom despite, her being aggressively sick. And it's just like, oh, that sucks. And it sucks because it's like that ghost knows. And it's like, oh, that's fucking depressing. But yeah, I do actually really like what this has to offer so far. It wasn't anything to blow away, but it was definitely just nice to see. They do a really good job animating like the ghosts and making them feel like different, and also having unique situations in which the ghost will show up. One ghost shows up if you open like a certain page of certain books. The other ghost only appears if you're in a bathroom, because you can't get out like on the inside, but you can open it perfectly from the outside. Like, I like the uniqueness in which the ghosts are showing up in, which is also going to make it like still make the ghost feel fresh. Because if it was just random ghosts walking around, blah 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 blah, it could get stale easily. So at least adding it to where like the scenarios in which they get introduced is going to spice it up a little bit, so it doesn't feel like completely boring. But yes, I am very happy with the outcome of this. It has been good so far. I wouldn't say so good, but it's been good so far. It's been a pleasant watch. It's been a little bit of enjoyment so far. It's making me pretty happy. So I'm enjoying Kaya-chan Isn't Scary anymore. I'm not expecting too much more for it. I feel like this level of what they're doing is going to be somewhat of the status quo for the most part. But I am happy to get what I get. So with that being said, thank you for joining me for another episode of the Daily Anime Reviews. Come by next time. We're going to be doing a lot of uploads as we're going to start off our official uploads for the winter 2026 year. So get excited for that and enjoy all the content. Thank you for watching that. Let me know what you think of the episode too and how you're liking all the anime this season. Either way, I have been Mise. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.